programmer analyst. I work at Medavi Blue Cross, and I also teach a class at UDM.
Go ahead.
As a consumer, I require constant assistance. I'd like to think it's because I never read the instructions, but really, it's because when it comes down to the fundamentals, I don't know how to do anything on my own. And fortunately, that's something you've understood. Hi, my name is John, and these are my colleagues Partho and Blake, and we are Delta Consulting. And we are here today specifically to develop a strategy that will enhance Missing Link Technology's ability to achieve more professional and effective processes. And in order to do this, we need to achieve, or bear in mind, three key considerations, them being customer needs, core competency, and growth. In terms of customer needs, in this age of developing technology and new trends, essentially, we want to really gauge the customer needs and how you can use those and integrate those into your business to better serve them. Core competency, we really want to look at what you guys specialize in and enhance that to, again, better serve your consumers. And finally, growth. You are, as we know, a growing company, and that's something we need to take in mind moving forward. But before we do that, we really need to take a step back and assess where you guys stand today and where you want to be tomorrow. And really, in doing that, we can assess the best path to get you guys there. So looking at where you guys stand today, you offer information and communication technology solutions. You are a growing company, as I alluded to earlier, and there's a need for customer and project management. Now looking towards where you guys want to go tomorrow, you want to double your workforce by 40 in 3 years. You want to become an important global leader in your respective industry, and you want to optimize project management in order to really become that leader that you guys so desperately want to be. Now, looking into the analysis now, we're really going to touch on the customer needs that I mentioned earlier. So we know that their customers are increasingly wanting streamlined and sustainable IT needs. In this age of technology, it's increasingly important and relevant that customers get this sustainable IT assistance. We also know that there's lack of customer follow-ups and that you guys lose critical information at times in the after process of engaging with customers. And lastly, we know that the customers really, the services they tap into small and large businesses. So you guys currently tap into both small and large businesses, and that's something you should certainly leverage moving forward. What does this all mean? There's a great opportunity for you to offer an enhanced and predictive value delivery system moving forward that'll touch on all of the consumer's needs. I'll now allow Partho to go into a more in-depth analysis.
Thanks, John. So now, let's look at your core competencies. You are providing business consulting services. And furthermore, you provide network and IT facilities management. To really assess what you can deliver moving forward, we have to look at your software and database development capabilities and how exactly you can leverage your core competencies to provide the best solution to your customers. So what does this all mean? It means that MLT has an outstanding in-house developmental capabilities. So you have all the required tools to really develop the solution that you require in-house. So let's now look at the growth opportunities that you have. So first of all, your company has enough infrastructure and space to acquire an additional 40 employees. And furthermore, there is that desire to achieve the global position. And furthermore, you are getting more increased number of projects, and the complexities of your business processes are increasing also. And to cope with this increasing complexity, MLT requires better customer management and more streamlined projects. Now, how exactly are we going to get you there? We have come up with Linked to Success, and this project is a three-pronged approach. First of all, it is a customer relationship management system that really focuses on project management and the project methodologies. And what exact benefits are you going to get from this? You will have a superior customer management, superior project management, and lastly, superior project delivery. Now, what does this all mean? Linked to Success is a project that will first of all allow you to communicate with your customers much more efficiently. You'll be able to manage your stakeholders internally and externally, and make those data-driven decisions that this new system will allow you to have. And task management is always important in any project, and control has to be a main emphasis. And this will furthermore improve the reporting of the system that we have proposed. All the policies will be standardized, more efficient, and the learning curves that your current programmers will be further on given to those that join your company in the future, to make sure that it is a cohesive unit, and going forward, project intelligence and centralized data will be the main focus. And also please note that this will be in fact an agile development methodology. Now I'll like Blake to go further into the implementation.
Thank you, gentlemen. So, Link to Succeed, what a formidable project. It's going to really transform your business, really give you those capabilities that you're looking for to enhance your customer services, enhance your project management, and move forward with excellent project management with all of your small, medium, and large businesses. So, just before I dive into this, I really want to explain why we're choosing a internal development. Because you have those capabilities internally. You have a really strong team, 40 individuals, consultants, developers, that can really, they can achieve this project internally. And there are softwares out there, CRM software and project management, but we really think that because you have such a diverse product offering, you will benefit from having custom software that can really deliver projects custom to your business. Now, moving forward, if we look at the implementation at a glance, on the short term, what you need to start with is communication, sourcing consultants, you'll need to build your project team, and a requirements analysis. Moving forward into the medium term is develop version 1.0 of this software. You want to improve your methodologies at this point as well. And in only 1.5 years, you'll be able to launch version 1.0 of your software. Now at this point you'll want to celebrate, and on the long term you'll develop version 2.0, and moving forward, of course, this won't stop. You'll finalize your methodology, and of course that will be optimized on the long term. Celebrate once again. It's very important that yourself and your employees are rewarded for this progress. And achieve. I'll talk to you about achieving shortly. So throughout this, change management. Nothing more important in a project than change management. Achieving that ROI is very important, and your employees being comfortable throughout this process is paramount to success. Now, short term, what we're doing here, communication. First of all, we need to obtain your sponsorship. So Mr. Gervais, I suggest that you become project sponsor of this, along with potentially Mr. LeBlanc, who is your PMP professional. Moving forward, communication plan. This is really important. You want to develop a solid communication plan that's going to be developed for the whole project itself, and you'll have a town hall meeting right after that. So you want to advise all of your employees about the upcoming project, what's going to happen, why it's going to happen. Why is that? There's a new internal project coming. It's going to support long-term growth. You're going to be able to deliver excellent projects to your customers. You'll have much better management of them and amazing overlook of all of this. Now, you'll want to look for change champions. Some may come forward to you, but if not, you'll want to identify your best performers and have them help you achieve the success of this project by pushing their influence to your employees. Now, the project team. We suggest you source consultants in CRM and project management. Now, you may have the internal expertise. If so, then keep them, and you may not need the consultants. If not, we really suggest you have these so you can get the best out of this project and really have a solid software moving forward. Now, the project team will consist of the sponsor, a project manager, 5 developers, a systems architect, database manager, and the consultants we spoke of. Moving forward, the requirements analysis. This is very important to understanding all of the needs of your software. So you want to understand what the customer relationship management needs are. So you will be very involved in this because you want to understand all of the customer process. And project management, so your PMP professional will be able to help you out a lot with that. And we suggest that you incorporate mobility into this. So being able to access your project management software and CRM software on a mobile platform will be very beneficial to all of your traveling consultants. Now, joint requirements planning, we suggest this because it is an internal project, so it will be very easy. You'll want to bring together all of your sales, your development teams, and consultants into one room and really collect all of the requirements you need for this long-term project. In the medium term, what we're doing is you're developing version 1.0. So you want to prioritize all of your features. Now, through Agile methodology, you need to collect a solid list of all of the features you're looking for, but then you'll create a small package of those so that we can get a minimum value product in 1.5 years, and then we'll develop the future features moving forward. Daily stand-ups are very important in Agile project management. So daily scrums, you'll want to have small stand-up meetings with all of your team. 10 to 15 minutes is essentially just to kind of cover what went on yesterday, what's going on today, and are there any roadblocks that we need to handle. 2 to 4 week sprints we suggest. We can look at how your project management runs right now and decide on the best idea here. Code review is extremely important. So as you're developing, you'll want each of your developers to peer review the code. You want to make sure that you cover security issues and standards. So make sure that all of the coding standards are respected throughout this software development. And quality assurance after that by your internal testers. This is an iterative process, so it's very important that you understand how this, you'll develop features, you'll roll them out, test them, and once again, go back if there's any feedback. Methodology. At this point, you're going to start documenting your process. So again, we suggest Mr. Leblanc, who is the project management professional in your business, manage this alongside the project. So you'll want to document all of your project management processes and how they interlink with sales and marketing. Learn the best practices too. So at this point, if we're missing a bit of knowledge or information, you'll want to get that training via conferences, seminars, certificates, etc. Training. At this point, it's very important that once you have your version 1.0 available, all of your employees need to be trained on this. So we'll talk about how this will be done in the future. And this will be on version 1.0, of course. Now, the launch. You'll want to launch this. We suggest you pilot with one single project, just so that we can get adequate feedback from this project team and really optimize it before we roll it out to your whole company, just so that there's minimal disruption to all of the projects. Feedback and corrections, as I say. Now, at this point, celebrate it. You have a version now. You have a great tool that's going to help you start succeeding. You'll already be getting value after 1.5 years, and we'll move forward with even more features. Now, as I say, moving forward with the more features. So respond to that feedback. Get feedback from your sales teams and marketing teams. The business units that you have, consulting, networking, all of the IT teams need to deliver feedback to you so that you know your features you're getting the best out of your features. And your customers, of course. They're very important to you, so you want to get their feedback too to make sure that your system is delivering the right stuff. And you'll want to look at added value features. So moving forward, anything that's going to add value to your system, you want your project team to be working on those. Finalize that methodology. So it's really important that you have those standardized processes moving forward because, as Partho mentioned earlier, your business is growing. With that comes complexity and quantity. So you really want that standardized project and you'll get the best out of that moving forward. Customer satisfaction surveys, so you can get a lot of feedback from them again regarding this and correct the methodologies if there are any shortcomings. And train your project teams at this point. So we've piloted, we have a solid version, it's stable. You'll want to train your whole company, all of the staff to correctly use it. It's very important. Now achieve. At this point, you have a really good software, full featured, and your team is really going to be able to achieve superior customer relationships, project management, and sustainable project methodology moving forward that you will continually optimize. And once again, celebrate. Very important you reward yourselves for that progress. Now, one thing we recommend that you do in the future is that you focus R&D and business units on these few items, such as Internet of Things. Very important in your business. You have a lot of expertise in managing software within the company. So it would be great to look at Internet of Things and how that can really bring sustainability into the company. Now, green facilities, again, sustainability is very important to yourselves and companies. So you'll want to look at how you can incorporate green technology or green practices to all of your customers. Project maturity. So at this point with that methodology, your what we call a capability maturity is that you will gain maturity along the way with solid methodologies that can help you deliver the best projects. And sell your CRM and project management software. Now you've just built a great software that is going to be, of course, tailored to you, but we suggest you build it on a configurable basis so that you could potentially license this in the future, and it could be a great business opportunity for you. E-Office. Kind of a clever name we came up with, but it's really essentially work on solutions that can help minimize traveling, things like that, just to help minimize environmental impact of business, essentially. And business intelligence, really look at that data that you're going to collect with your system, and you'll be able to also develop other features that we suggest you use. Now, John's going to close up with a few final details.
All right, now that we've told you what we recommend and how you should go about implementing it, let's really jump in to the nitty gritty to tell you how much it'll cost you altogether. So in terms of cost, we're estimating that this will cost $1.2 million over the course of the project. But rest assured, your net earnings will be $2 million. The reason for this is, one, you're going to get additional revenue through this, through streamlined processes, but at the same time, you're going to have lowered your operating costs because, again, you're going to have streamlined processes, and you're going to now be interacting more fluently with customers such as myself who can't really do things on their own. In terms of your payback period, we're estimating that this is going to be paid back in 2.5 years, and that your ROI on this investment will be 64%. So in terms of finances, you guys are set. Now let's look at obstacles. In terms of obstacles in any project, really, you're bound to come across a number of hurdles. We've identified 2 that we believe you'll come across during this project and how we will essentially overcome them. So the first one is really a team member leaving. This is a project, or rather a risk in any project. And to mitigate it, we're mitigating it through one, documentation. We're going to document everything that people are doing on their specific roles. And that way, if someone does leave, the person that will come in to replace them will have everything documented that they've done and can then follow those steps as if no one left. And through, again, the agile methodology, this will mitigate that risk. Another risk is that the project exceeds the allocated timeline. And to mitigate that, we're going to fast track or crash any of the activities within this to really fit it within that timeline and not have you pay additional money. In terms of KPIs, this is how we're going to really assess whether you guys are on track with this implementation and this project moving forward. And we've identified 3 ways to do that. The first being recruit 40 additional employees by 2020. This was your initial request and something you really emphasized to us specifically. And by doing this, you're going to really assure yourselves that this project is both feasible and a good thing moving forward. You want to attain a 90% customer satisfaction survey rating with the surveys that Blake alluded to earlier, and you want to increase your project efficiency by 25%. Now let's really take a step back and review why we came here today. We came here to develop a strategy that will enhance Missing Link Technology's ability to achieve more professional and effective projects. And we recommended and achieved this through Linked to Succeed. And with this recommendation, you are going to have superior customer management, superior project management, and a superior project methodology that you can then leverage moving forward to achieve your goals and grow as a company. We thank you for your time and open the floor to questions.
Did you look at other alternatives to have a better payback and ROI for going on cloud-based, already developed software out there to help us grow our 40 extra, but revenue generating growth instead of just employees working on system that cost us money. So.
Sure, absolutely. So it's kind of a hybrid idea. The reason we didn't choose for software as a service is really because you have those internal development capabilities, and we think that on the long term you're really going to benefit by being able to configure this system to your specific needs. Not only that, you have, as I say, the internal development capacity, and you intend to grow. So by hiring those new individuals, they'll be able to start on this project, and on the long term you'll be able to repurpose them back into the company, into your separate business units.
How do you plan to do your testing of your application?
So after our version 1 of our new development is completed, we plan on using the quality assurance that we maintained throughout the project to make sure that this project has been delivered in the first version with the standards we've kept in the quality assurance. And after that, once we're developing the version 2 of the project, we'll make sure that when we've piloted in the first run, it's making sure those quality assurance has been kept in place, and we'll obviously implement the new changes according to what didn't work in the test 1 of the version.
So test after 1.5 years, basically?
Of the version 1's successes and required improvements.
The features mentioned is stuff in the future, because you talked a lot about project intelligence and projects. There's no mention of business intelligence in version 1 or whatnot, right? So the features would be for future? The feature slide?
Yes, those are just potential business opportunities that we looked at because we know items like business intelligence are becoming a trend and increasingly beneficial to companies. We think that it's a great product offering that you could integrate.
So selling this product that we would be doing, you're mentioning like personalization and customization to us. What about the other people out there? They want the same, no? Why would our product satisfy their needs? Why?
So essentially the CRM and project management software that you're developing is allowing for you to keep better relations with your customers. Now, when you're selling this to other businesses, you tailor it to their specific needs so that they themselves can communicate with their customers in a better way without the loss of data and increasing efficiency.
During the whole presentation, you were talking a lot about project management and so on, but the main mandate was how to improve the relationship that MLT has with the clients, existing and potential. I didn't see any ways or methodologies of communication during the implementation or anything. So how this tool will be beneficial to us as a company to improve the communication with the clients?
Well, through the CRM, there's going to be communication with the clients and the company itself, but the real bulk of where we're going to be interacting and assessing whether we're achieving on their mandate as customers is through the surveys that we're going to be offering them. And one of our KPIs was to achieve a 90% satisfaction with that. So based on their results, we're going to change the methodologies that you're currently employing in your company, again, based on their results, and better cater to their needs.
So the only way to question the clients about their satisfaction would be surveys.
It's not the only way, but it's one of the ways we proposed.
But in day-to-day operations, when
Right.
we are delivering or working on projects, when a client calls us and says, oh, I want this change, how do we manage that with the tool that we're building?
Of course, so customers will be interacting with you regularly and you will get feedback that way. Just to be more comprehensive, we recommend the surveys just to make sure that you reach all of your clients so that you get the latitude in there and basically all of the requirements from the small, medium, and large businesses that you're serving.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.